Let this be a lesson to all. Stop trying to appease online SJW. All they want is something to be outraged by. You give them what they'll want and they'll complain about something else. The second you introduce a gay superhero, they'll they'll ask where the transgender character is. And then when the audience doesn't like the movie and it flops, they'll blame the audience for being homophobic, transphobic, and for being trolls. It never ends. People just want to watch a cool superhero flick. How can you make a good movie when you're too busy, as a writer of this article I'm about to read put it, playing identity politics bingo, checking off the Asian representation, female representation, black representation, gay representation, etc. I made this point before, but the SJWs praised Jordan Peele for saying he won't star white people in his movies. This is why people were mad about Jordan Peele's statements, because the black man gets to make his movies the way he wants and starring who he wants to, but the white man is forced to incorporate everyone. I saw this coming a mile away back during Infinity War when the SJW media, who monetizes fake outrage, were whining about the lack of gay heroes in the movie. I knew they were eventually going to fold somehow, and that even the SJW media wouldn't be satisfied. So when I saw the scene with Cap talking to a gay man during a support group, I couldn't help roll my eyes. This scene is only here so they can randomly include this gay dude. And some are going to argue no, it shows how Thanos really affected the world, but it doesn't. There's several scenes that already do that in a much better way, like when Ant Man gets free and is walking down a trash neighborhood, or the memorial stones, or how Hawkeye was handling the loss of his family. The convo Cap had with this gay dude sounded like a convo that could have happened any day. We don't need a Matt Tyne to snap half of the universe away to hear a widow gay dude whine about dating. So what you lost your boyfriend? People have lost children. People die every day, B. The scene added nothing in my opinion. Honestly, I feel people nowadays are so narcissistic. You think that in a world where half the universe has been killed, that your sexual choices are still the hot topic? That's why I don't care for a gay superhero. Sorry. Am I supposed to care about what you do on the weekends when the world's at stake? Let me tell you why a gay superhero is never going to take off. Cause there's nothing cool about gay people, sorry. We want to see a cool superhero overcome deeper shit than oh my mom or dad or whoever doesn't accept my sexual preferences. Woe is me. You know what's cool? Seeing Tony Stark get kidnapped by terrorists and witnessing the destruction of his weapons really caused, leading him to instead of destroying things, he wants to protect. This guilt and desire to protect follows Tony, and we see how it affects him and where it leads in movies like Avengers, Iron Man 3, Avengers 2, Civil War, and ultimately Infinity War and Endgame. This is a character arc I could get behind. Not some guy whining about why his family or his friends don't accept all hit all don't accept him as a gay man. I'm sure there's I'm sure there's some teen flicks you can watch if that's what you really want to see. And I know someone's probably thinking, why can't there be a hero that happens to be gay without it being a major or even minor plot line? Cause if they did that, then the character would be just gay for the sake of being gay. And unfortunately, being gay is now an identity and group instead of a sexual preference or whatever. So if they did that, the SJW media would just get offended and claim they're doing it for promotion. Remember, the article whining about the lack of gay superheroes in Infinity War is that the Marvel needs to introduce gay heroes and not just simply state that they're gay. Yeah, so yeah, that's not an option. Like I said, you can't please everyone, but definitely not those who indulge in fake outrage culture. They'll just find something new to complain about. But anyways, I wanted to read this article because I found it had some interesting points and also a few stupid statements, but some valid opinions nonetheless. The Marvel the Marvel Cinematic Universe has a lot going on. A purple villain from Saturn's moon, and time wizards who live in the Greenwich Village, and at least two really unfortunate Thor films. See, we're not finna do that. The first Thor film is cool. The second one is trash, but I still watch it over Captain Marvel. So come on. Let's not pick on Thor. He's my favorite character. Okay, all that is to say that Marvel doesn't have to operate by the rules us plebeians do. True. The world of Captain America and the Hulk relies on fighting for justice and keeping evil at bay, which would make you think that gender, race, and sexuality of his superheroes wouldn't be quite as big of a deal. Hey, to the SJWs, no matter what, identity politics overtakes all. A mad time's gonna destroy half the universe. Well, somehow it has to be the straight white man's fault. Even if the majority tend to be nice white straight, they're really not majority. I mean, they. I'm sure there's probably more straight white dudes than anything else. But come on, Marvel is pretty diverse. But like I said, it's never enough. And even within the white dudes, there's if you just stop looking at race for 5 seconds, stop looking at race, gender, and sexuality. The straight white males in the MCU are some of the most diverse individuals. You have a soldier from the past. You have a genius, and you have a half alien, half human, and not to mention an Asgardian god who's been alive for millennium, who all have different backgrounds, different character arcs. They come from different perspectives, but like I said, all these people, all they think about is white, 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 white. Like, what are these people? What do they? I can't believe as a black man I'm asking this about a white dude, because a white man's the one who wrote this article, Justin, Justin Kirkland. I can't believe I'm asking this, but what do you guys have against white people? Like, if a black man is, I swear these white people, these white liberals hate white people way more than black people ever do. Trust me. I swear they hate Donald Trump so bad. Trust me, white people hate Donald Trump way more than black people do. They hate Donald Trump so much that they hate anything associated with him. They hate white males. If Donald Trump gets the dogs, they're going to hate dogs. If Donald Trump says 2 plus 2 equals 4, they're going to want to change math. That's how much they hate Donald Trump. I get it, but whatever. But as the Avengers Endgame reflect reflections continue to come out, there is a headline after headline about Marvel's first openly gay character. Here's the only spoiler alert I'll give you. Those headlines are non-starters. Alright, I'm not finna read the entire article, but there's a bit here where the guy makes some really good points. Now, if I can only find, alright, in any other part of life, if you give the bare minimum, you deserve the bare minimum amount of praise. Representation is really important for us in these movies, and I think the thing we are happiest most about Marvel moving forward is it's becoming incredibly diverse. It's already diverse. Joe Russo said to the Hollywood Reporter, "We done 4 of these films, and was really incredibly important to us to have a gay character represented somewhere in one of these 4 movies. But true representation isn't a bingo card with an empty slot that says throw a gay here. That's spot on. If anything, stashing a gay man in the narrative so that Captain America can pat him on the head and tell him how brave he is only reinforces the idea that LGBT people should feel lucky to be included at all. They don't see it. They don't see the bigger picture. I would have preferred that the Russo brothers, Disney, and the Marvel Universe continued on their journey of creating a good universe with a compelling superhero narrative. Exactly. And left the wanton attempt of including a gay character on the cutting room floor. Thank you. While representation is important, see, this is where I'm going to disagree. I think, well, I'm going to agree and disagree. Representation is, it's important, as far as in government, as far as in work unions, important stuff like that, in the jury selection. But in movies, no. If you need representation in a Hollywood film to feel confident about yourself, then I don't know what to tell you. You're just never going to be a confident human being And if that's where you gain your confidence from, I feel sorry for you. This is one of those few worlds where the rules of identity politics and social norms can be suspended. Please, yes, I I almost wish we lived in a world like I almost wish we lived in a world where Thanos snapped away half the universe, because at least we can finally shut up about identity politics. But somehow I still think, cut whatever. But when you make it a point to create a gay character, have him do the absolute least, and then have it lauded as a step forward for representation, that's a bit of a joke. And you see, but you know what? I'm not going to completely blame Marvel and the Russo brothers, because it's the liberals who are pushing these people with this diversity nonsense and telling them you have to include it somewhere. And obviously, you can't sit there and affect the plot too much just to include a certain character that has no whose sexuality has nothing to do with the storyline whatsoever. You have people like Brie Larson. Let me get her quote here. I can at the end of the day I can't at the end of the day go to sleep at night if I don't do everything that I possibly could. Then why didn't you give your role up to a gay female? Why didn't you, or more importantly, why didn't you push for a black female to play Captain America as Monica Rambeau? Then you didn't do the absolute most. All right, Marvel may be slow with first, but it's finally making strides. Black Panther marked the cinematic universe's first film with a mostly black cast. Captain Marvel was the first standalone film for a female superhero. Again, identity politics bingo, starring Brie Larson. Now, Larson starring, but no, let's go back. Starring Brie Larson, one of the most privileged individuals in the world. But hey, they're making strides, right? Now, Larson would like Marvel brass to broaden its in- inclusionary palette at the faster clip, including but not limited to having superheroes who's part of the LGBT LGBTQRSLUV whatever community. In the interview with Variety's Mark Malkin, Larson said it broke her heart to hear the interviewer say that when he was growing up, he did not think there would ever be a gay superhero on the big screen. Who honestly cares? Does it make you? Does it help you sleep better at night knowing that a fictional character with superpowers that say these people sucks dick? Is that whatever? That breaks my heart to hear that, because there's no reason. Yes, there is no reason. There's no reason for you to care this much. Larson replied, I don't understand how you could think that a certain type of person isn't allowed to be a superhero. You're right. Anybody can be a superhero because they're fictional. Superheroes don't exist. There's no one wearing tight pants with superpowers saving the world. It doesn't exist. So if you want a gay superhero, you can write one. But again, you're not going to do that, and no one's going to do it because no one cares about a gay superhero. But by all means, so to me, it's like we gotta move faster. But I'm always wanting to move faster with this stuff again. But you have the chance if you were going to make any character gay. You can make Brie Larson's character a lesbian at the very if that's what you really want, or give a lesbian actor a chance. I guess I don't. I think it's stupid, but at least if you're gonna say this stuff, stand by what you say. Cause Captain Marvel is already super super just SJW, not even nuanced. Just they're not even clever with their SJW propaganda. So you might as well turn Carol Danvers into a lesbian. No one would care. It's not like she has a boyfriend or anything in the movie like that. So, but again, they don't want to. But they didn't want to do it. Instead, they throw you some random character complaining about going on a date with another guy or some stupid nonsense. That's why I'm done with MCU. they can do whatever they want. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still excited for Guardians, Thor, uh, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Spider Man. I guess whatever other stuff they have, but I don't really care anymore, honestly. And you have a lot. You still have snowflakes who are complaining about them fat shaming Thor. Like, I just don't care anymore. The audience, honestly, people who support these movies, they're not the ones complaining. It's the stupid media who monetizes fake outrage, who cares about this stuff. Like, so what did Rocket the Raccoon was making fun of Thor for being fat? We're talking about a raccoon who steals people's eyes, and he handed that eye to Thor, who knowingly accepted. But I guess the the breaking point is fat shaming. Uh, Whatever. All right. Tony Tony Stark risked his life to save half the universe, but hey, he made fun of Thor for being fat. How dare he? This is a joke. Whatever. I'm out though.